Hello.
Hi, Ephesia. Finally, we're
Finally.
back. We haven't been for a while. A lot of people emailing you, emailing me what happened, why we're not together. Some people even told me, just get together, talk about anything, talk about the sky, talk about the everyday life, what you see. It doesn't matter. It's just something about our energy together that some people really, they say it's healing, So I'm happy we got
Yeah,
reunited.
thank you for all the people that contacted Oksana and to want us together again. I mean, the reason that me and Oksana, we didn't do any videos is because I've been through quite a lot of things late on. So I'm going to move property soon. I didn't have a chance after 14 years. So I've been overwhelmed by many, many challenges, and I have to be strong. So I'm ready. But the good news is that I'm going to live in a place where it's full of green trees, and that allows me to purify it a little bit.
Yeah, and look at it as a transition because we can always change and make maybe to get your perfect place, you have to go through something else because I believe I'm on the way to my perfect place too. But this is a transitional period, so I take it as it is. Just a transition, another step. But I've had like different shakeups and in my family too. And I had an amazing lucid dream last night when I walk into this big like gray castle, and I still remember the walls. They're like porous. I remember pores, and it looks like almost like a sponge from the sea kind of material it's made out. I remember clearly so many details. It's amazing. And I see like mermaids, like a statues embedded into columns. There's a lot of columns and there's a big table. It's oval table, and I see like five or six. That I don't remember clearly, but I can go back and see different me's. Like I knew it was me in different incarnations. I see myself as animals, as birds, as a mermaid, merman, as a dolphin. I saw myself as some sort of creature, like it's like a sea animal with those gills. I mean, interesting stuff. And I recognized my energy. I'm like, you? And they said, yeah, us and you is one. And they showed like a ball rising together, and it goes into one big me self. And they said, well, you know why you need to bring this message? Because you're going through this. It's kind of like you're going through this with others. And you have to share your experience so others can have the strength to go with you. Um, and they also, it's kind of like the voice was united as a voice in my head, like telepathic, but united.
Mhm.
And they said that, me said to myself, that now is a time when everything old and negative has to fall off. In the new reality, nothing should be bothering, nothing should be putting obstacles for you, nothing should be making you sick energetically. No negative energy fields should be around you because we are preparing for the world of, they say, like constant joy and wonder. It's like we're supposed to be like you, Ephesia. You want to learn all the time new things. You'll be given all kinds of opportunities to travel and learn, you know? And it got me to the point like I felt because they showed me all of a sudden there's like it's not like a screen, but I felt like I was, as I was lying in bed thinking, oh, that's a dream, how funny. And I'm half awake, half asleep, but I can still see it clearly. And I was placed into different parts of the world. And they showed me what was going to happen in different countries because each country's got negativity, but negativity belongs to different parts of the history and that is pulled up from underneath the carpet on top, and they're gonna deal with it. Let's say if some country took over an island and made it their colony, the people who live on that island are gonna rise up and protest against those who took them over in the past. Well, and I was like as if I was walking through scenes, like floating through scenes, and I saw there's different islands are gonna have problems there because I saw indigenous people like putting up armor, but not in a very aggressive way, but saying that you should not suppress us. We're not your slaves, we're not your colony. Don't take all the money from us to the white people. Like that, because a lot of countries like in the past, like Great Britain, other like basically whatever country you take somehow ended up taking territories from others or killing others. You know what I mean? All this stuff going on. But it's kind of like so it's like when you take a shirt and pull it inside out and underneath there's fluff and you want to shake it off. So it's like our world gets twisted the other way, which was the original way, and that dirt has to be shaken off. And it's through people, like a lot of countries are going to get split into two opinions. I see USA being split into two opinions. It's almost like there's one timeline when USA splits into two countries, kind of like thing. Because it's kind of like Democratic views, Republican views, and they become separate with their own rules, their own regulations. It's weird. But I saw momentarily all this, you know, and I was told that don't worry about Ukraine because it's already got its stuff that they resolved energetically through the war. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, first, the deep connection with the water is not coincidence that you move near, the ocean, and to connect with water. Water is always, we know, is memory. Water contains all the database of the existence of this planet. And be connected with water, even when we touch the water, when we polarize the water, when you take a glass and you put your hands, we polarize the water, we energize, we connect with them. You connect deep, in a deep level. It was showing you all the evolution and regression in a way. And because time doesn't exist, it exists only for us, for our human body and animals, obviously. It was giving you basically a clue of probably what can we going to experience or to again, or because sounds like the water is like in a big let's say it's boiling in a hot pot. So yes, is even if the media try to scare us with Putin that is saying that he will use the nuclear if
just the program with different faces, basically. There's always somebody who's scaring the whole world with nuclear.
It is beautiful what you were saying, Oksana, because this gives a lot of hope and inspiration for everybody. Even like the video that you shot last night that showed that definitely we have to create our own reality. That was really great words. Not only because gives if we believe in what we create, we have a different life, and we attract positive things because the universe is a magnet. And if we produce, if we create good things come back to us. I know it's difficult. I'm the first to say that. It's difficult because we live in a matrix society created for other entities. And we are outsiders that are like in between, these timelines.
Yeah.
That are, I don't see if I can say we are trapped or because we decide. I feel we
created antivirus. That's what I was told. We thought for a long time we got together like real souls because they showed me 70% are not even souls. They're just like robotic creatures created in a shape and form of a human, but they're not. And the 30% of us got together. That's why we meet in life specific people whom we work with, because we got together, but we split in different groups. Each group works on different part of destroying different parts of matrix. So some groups work on destroying financial system, other groups work on destroying governmental systems. That's what, like, I got so much information. I woke up and my head was like, it was 3 or 4 in the morning when I woke up. Well, basically, I didn't even wake up. I was thinking, well, if I open my eyes, I'll stop the lucid dream. And I was just kind of uncomfortable. I wanted to drink, but I wanted to finish the dream, like that, watching that, what they were giving me information. I myself gave me myself information. Remember, yesterday I shared my first, when I went to meditation, I saw different faces. And those faces were from all the centuries, kind of like the progress, and then out to the how humans will look in the future. It's kind of, you look the same, but when you close your eyes and when you look, you have this perfect like glow, and the energy sphere is so clean. There's no viruses anymore. But I know that they're gonna, right now is the time when they're last. I know we talked about this a lot, but this year they're gonna pour a lot of, I don't want to say all these words, YouTube, all this stuff, when people are gonna be like, they're gonna scare you, this coming and that coming, and you need this and that to protect yourself for, like, against it. And like, there's tornadoes, there's hurricanes, there's water coming, there's shakeups here and there. Everybody will get their own, but it's the cleansing process, because it's kind of like I don't know what to use, but I saw some like countries that are not gonna get as much shakeup, like they're more prepared than others, So, but what's interesting, like I saw something about Japan that was wonderful. They're gonna be like really amazing. You know how like my kids are obsessed with Japanese stuff, like all the dolls, there's little, and I saw all these little cartoon characters they're obsessed with, and I got this knowledge that because they're focused on the cuteness, positivity, beauty, and they kind of dress themselves as cartoon characters, they are actually kind of going to be safe in a way, because they're going to be they're going to be number one in driving us to progress in a lot of ways. I felt like technology is going to belong to them in the future, and it's going to be in our favor. It's going to be continuing this way. Then I don't know. I felt like there's like a big burn up spot where Kremlin is, and that I saw like happy Russian people, but they're all split up in different groups because those low vibrational, I didn't see them anymore. I don't know what. I think when this page is turned, or the old matrix turns off. See, because I told you before, I got a clear message. Don't worry about people who are trying to say bad things behind your back about you, or who are trying to destroy you clearly. It's usually, guys, let's face it, it's usually the family members who turn against you big time, And I know a lot of people deal with those.
Did this to separate us. They start from the family, Divi
Close people.
is the Latin word to when people is separated and fight with each other is even more easy to control them
because they're close, they live together, and then
so
they face this.
I always agree that until we have leaders in this world, this greed, fat, ugly people, that when there are wars, they are in their bunkers. If their guys will be a war, do you think Trump will be there with the people? No. He already has his bunker, and you buy Putin, every single leader, because you think you really have the right to vote or to decide. No, because in the end of the day, it's the same bunch of people. This is why there will be communities, ecosystem, villages. There will be people that will come back.
Yeah, we'll focus on different stuff.
What they think, because if you create a council with people that behave well, they're respectful, that they are notified by the societal people. That, I mean, I put somebody in the council that I know is not greedy, is not corrupted, is not corrupt. It doesn't have a second, because council should be changed every, amount of time, because everybody has to experience to be a counselor, okay? In a group of people that decide. And then if we decide rules, what is right, left or right, the left, if he wins, has to be approved by the right and not to be against every time and destroy the work of the left. This is because the people are so hypnotized, so brainwashed that you still believe, oh, Trump will going to save us, or Putin will going to
no, but the old is gonna disappear. That's what I was told. All the old, even like the old people, like whoever's old, like Pope, in Great Britain, all your dynasty or whatever, those people are going to be gone. I don't know exactly how, but they somehow are going to one after another. No, it's like, I'm so sure of it now after I saw what I was shown. So basically, anybody who carries the program, who is used to lying, who is used to using others like a parasite, and who is used to getting what they want, they don't understand what they're doing. Right now, the karma, like they told me, thousands times faster. And it's like it's the energies are pushing them to show who they really are. So they're gonna tell you all the lies in the world. They're gonna do all the tricks, all the bad stuff. But the problem is, the more they do the bad stuff, the more they destroy themselves. So they think they're directing it towards you, but they are directing it towards themselves. And it's not like, it's gonna be health issues, whatever it is going to happen to them, but because they have a disconnect with the soul is pure. The soul wants this body to go not against the laws of the universe, but with the laws of creation. And when you create, you shouldn't be touching other people or doing bad things to them or making them nervous, angry, and all this. You shouldn't be negative and create negativity around you.
This is why we have to get out from that box, to that matrix, starting to think that these people, in the end of the day, they are entities. There is the same soup, okay? The same people reincarnated, the same group of elites that is really, really bad, because we have elites, the real, the real people that are in charge, the evil ones. You can't see them. I mean, the president, the leaders are just used by these horrible entities. This is why we have to take off all these leaders, because these leaders are just Muppets, okay? And another thing, you never win, you never have a good life, you are a slave. So the Cold War started in 2019, okay, with this, called V or virus. And then they started to attack the economy. But many sources, which I always are trying to be on track, it's not any crisis. We have everything. We have energy. We have resource. We can still be okay, and even help other countries if they are behind. But these people, they are fighting for the new order, for the money. You understand, guys?
Yeah. Because see, the thing I was shown is like I always see two tunnels. They say here's the duality, right? Two lines, so yin and yang, right? That represents it. So us at a soul level, we know we're gonna win. We won anyway, but we had to take time in a human perspective to create antivirus. So we're kind of letting all the dark programs play out. At the same time, I was told I have a compass inside me. It's a setup. Everybody does have it. It's a soul compass. So when your soul knows something's gonna explode over there, the soul will create a situation for you, so it'll bring you the opposite way, so you'll be safe. That's under condition that you don't have entities attached who would screw up.
And apparently we move like a storm, like, birds. We don't know we are moving. All the soul they're moving like all together. They says, no, how it can be on the other part of but yes, but we move in one direction.
Right. Yeah. Because I told you for all these weeks I had a feeling like basically I have to do nothing at this point because everything's gonna unfold for me, and I just have to let it happen, not to block it by my configurations in my mind, because I just feel that's a time when your soul is very strong and it's gonna plan things out. But the thing is, there's so much stuff gonna happen. Like I was shown, for instance, by myself, to myself, my physical self, there's a spiral, and each spiral is an event. Okay, there's spiral of that V you said, this many years. There's spiral of the war in Ukraine this many years. They say, hey, it's gonna end this year. It has to. And they told me, they told me because it's like me in the, I guess, in other bodies. But I feel like that's me. That the Trump is not gonna win. And it's been my always inner feeling, and every time I would look at timelines, as something would happen to him, because I saw his figure like somebody cut out from the cardboard and he falls. But all the old guys fall down one after another. I'm thinking, well, this is really interesting because they're gonna speed up this stuff because they got more ideas how to see how they wanted this war even to go. It didn't work out. It worked out the opposite way. Ukraine was gonna be supposed to be taken by the first week, like the Putler wanted, but it didn't, because see who changes everything? The people with the actual souls. You know how united we got? How my friends all who had like little houses in Slovakia, in Czech Republic, they all invited I have pictures of all my friends bunching together with 20 kids of them in different countries. I mean, I've never seen such unity. It gives me goosebumps. It was amazing. And and they all tell me, Oksana, we shifted what we want. Before, we wanted a car, an apartment, money, safe job. Now, all we are happy about, our kids are happy, we're together. And they're not really quite doing the jobs they used to do. They're much better. They work at the hotels or whatever the European countries had to offer, but they're happier than they were before when they were all set. Interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the point, because look how many unhappy people who have everything but they're unhappy. Unless they rethink the old programs, they're just not gonna make it through that very tough shifting energies. It's very hard. It's hard for everybody. People write to me, why do I feel angry today? Or why do I feel sad? Or,
With my many people, they have to stop to support, like a football team. These guys, it's like we are supporting monsters. Oh, this monster is much stronger than the other monster. And we are supporting
Get together.
The politics, the views, and we are slaves. Oh, and we are, like in North Korea. North Korea, they have only one channel. They show 24 hours in rule. Who has the TV, obviously? The leader, this fat dwarf. Sorry for using these words, and this guy, my son is laughing. Says I probably shouldn't use this word. Apologize. But
I don't even know what it means.
And this guy, it's He's taking the place like a god, yeah. And the people
Mm.
are so brainwashed that they believe this guy is God. Okay, they starving to death, but yes, he's fat. Okay, because he's eating, because he's always
Oh no,
will
this
going through the
guy's
nuclear,
he's
and the people
just
is starving to death.
he's
Okay,
not a
this is the
human.
same for people support all these freaks until you guys you stay in this bubble, in this materialistic bubble creates for them. They live in the luxury. They have everything. You don't have nothing. Many people they are not even able to pay their mortgages. Many people they are losing. They can't even afford the rent. In England, we are in recession. Okay, and still people they believe that you going to put like a X in a vote. Your vote is nothing. It's like in Russia. There was opposition, this guy Navalny. He was killed because nobody wants opposition. He is the god, he's the dictator. History says that every dictator dies, but for some reason, because we are in a matrix, they're going to put another dictator, they replace them, another Muppet, another clone.
Mm-hmm.
It's our fault, because we allowed these freaks without soul to be there.
Yeah, it's easier because I was looking at people's behavior and it's like how can you unite if somebody doesn't have the same opinion or similar to yours is automatically not the person you would talk to or and people are so aggressive. It goes both ways.
Because they're
It's
sleeping.
streets.
They
Yeah.
do not awaken consciousness. The spiritual awakening is like under. So we are in the first dimension, guys. Apparently there is 13 dimension, or 15, I don't remember, to go to be, I don't say the word perfection, but where you can be telepathic, where you fly, where you can be big, smaller. So we are in the first, we are in the hell basically. Hell is here in this planet, and not after you pass away. The hell is here because you have to survive, you have to compromise and comply with these freaks. So when you wake up from that matrix, when you react, actually, yeah, I'm depressed. Of course, I was in a good mood, Oksana, because they pushed me out of a place 14 years
Mm-hmm.
because there are people everybody wants to, because you are killing people, you are strangling them with taxes. Nobody can afford nothing. I'm happy even to live in the forest.
Because it's a fight right now going on in between two of these
Exactly.
extreme timelines.
Now the
They
rate of
want you to
taxes
push
are
you out from the,
exactly.
let's say, because we're in duality in the light side of it, and they want you to put in the shade, like they say, like all the
So
sayings,
this, but
they're true.
we live in this timeline which is real, okay, tangible, and we know
It
we have
is it
different
is
time,
totally real, and we
and
have
we
to
have
go through very tough times.
exactly. We
I
have to
but
start
the
to think
future is
differently.
bright. It doesn't,
Yeah, we
you
have to
know.
start to think differently, create your own reality, refuse to be a slave. We have to repeat this mantra: I am not a slave, I'm free. I am a
Mhm.
free soul. The world is massive here, and they will still want cancel us because they want just a group of minority of robots. They are changing the DNA. They put in microchip in our bodies. Even the medicament, guys, a simple paracetamol. When
Just be careful about the medical advice.
it's okay. Even a single paracetamol, you don't know what is inside. I mean, the word paracetamol, I hope they don't ban me, but they are
If he's
changing
I've had videos
chemically.
erased because I
Sorry?
said that. I've had videos erased if I mentioned any.
So the
I mean,
word paracetamol.
they really just don't continue about it. Like we just don't know what it is in it because we're
And then
not
we have to
medical
stop. I mean,
professionals.
I can't stop
Whatever,
myself, Oksana. We have to stop
blah
that.
blah
I
blah.
mean, I can't say the word paracetamol if this is can if it will be.
No, I
I
mean
I don't do any more videos in YouTube then. Okay,
we're
because
using
it's
this
stay more
platform,
in YouTube.
Fizia.
I
We
will
can.
delete.
I mean, my videos automatically go on Odyssey.
Yeah, I
You
know,
can
but
hook
I
up
say if
some.
they delete the word because deleted the video because I say paracetamol, I will be super shocked.
No, if you
Then I will.
continue, if no, no, if easier, if you continue your thought about it, it'll sound like a medical advice, against it or something, and then they would act on it. I mean, I studied the subject simply because they raise one video
Okay.
each week for me. I mean, but see, you're put in this limitation kind of box, but that limitation box is gonna fall apart, and that's gonna be when you least expect it. That's what I was told.
This
They
is why
because
that
I was told by my own self, who, like, because they see me from a different perspective, from different lives, and those obviously are high vibrational lives, much higher. Because on this little body, we can only put little piece of Oksana, you know. Those bodies were glowing. Merman, dolphin, they were, oh my gosh, they were just like you feel the warmth, it's like the sun. You feel so good. You feel that love that people describe from each, and this is me, but I'm not allowed to have as much love self me here in this body because it's little and it's caged up and it's squashing my little tiny, soul. Like that's why Karada Malanga had those sessions. Remember how the person in hypnosis would say, "Oh my gosh, they're splitting up my soul, and they're putting when they try to squeeze my half of my soul into body. It hurts so much because the body is a tiny container as opposed to how big soul is, and then would split it up again because it wouldn't fit." That's what I mean. But we can still do so much, but we are put in the strict conditions that, well, if you want to leave, I mean, basically, we all want to leave. It's just a natural thing. And we all want to spread the message, but we have to outsmart the system by keeping in mind, not say this, not say that, do this,
exactly. This is
think this
why
way.
I mean, probably I will
Hard. It's
stop to do
frustrating,
videos
but
if I have to
I'm
do
taking it
fear.
for
If I
now
fear is
because I
talking
see the
about
future
fear
is
again.
gonna be eliminate easy, to be honest. I see this X or whatever it's called, the Twitter, it's gonna be gone. I see it like ding and it's like gone. So it's not gonna survive. There's a lot of platforms that are not gonna survive. So
Yeah, actually, X at the moment is the one the platform where everybody has a free speech. It's not like Twitter before you be banned. They ban Trump. Even if I don't have any any. I don't like these guys, but they still is a democratic to say what you think. Okay, so if you preach democracy and then you ban everybody and preach democracy, I can't say the words. No, 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 don't say. So okay, we are still in the matrix. You don't be say this because then we can be deleted or the because X actually is the place, the platform where you can still talk.
yeah, my
Okay,
brother reads it every day, I think. He
even
sends
too
me some.
much. So if they will be delete all this platform, I don't know what's going to happen. If it will be anything that is not.
Um, old old organizations, that's what I told myself at this meeting with my own selves. Old organizations like NATO, whatever, is going to fall apart. There's going to be new created because there's a I was told there's a karmic burden. Karmic used in not a negative way, but in a way that they accumulated so much bad stuff they've done in the past to others. All these organizations are fake, essentially. Okay, it's just a surface game of chess. Because look what happened now when Europe needed to support Ukraine. All of a sudden, none of their plans are working. They promised a million bullets, but they can only give us barely 200 or whatever. I mean, see, nothing is working. Everything is a big lie and fake. That's why those have to go. I was told not to worry as long as you're truthful to yourself, truthful to others, like you always are, you're clean. That's why animals come to you in the park. They don't come to other people in the park who are not like that. I mean, I have this, people who have this in them, and there's nothing, no
Oh, I think
negative
it's your mic
person.
is frozen a little bit.
Nobody who's negative can eliminate and change your inner soul. It just shines through any circumstances, okay? You can have a shakeup, you can get nervous, you can get sick because your physical body gets sick. You can, because, and then you go through, it's always like a wave. You can never be always happy, always healthy, but one thing I can guarantee you, you're not gonna get terribly sick with a terrible something crazy, bad, very bad, if you are just being truthful to your nature. Don't step over your nature. If your nature is feeling
Exactly. If we
free
stop,
and
if somebody
yeah.
put fear on you, you can't carry on. So this is why you have
Mm,
to be free to talk and to don't be, shut up constantly. That's
right,
the thing.
right.
So
Mm,
I wanted to say this anyway. I mean, there's a lot of work to do. I believe there is a lot of work to do for the people to, to get out from that, to be not afraid to say the word of a medicine or say, because, I mean, if everybody started to stand up and say something or even believe that they're going to create their own happiness and reality, they will be not only a bubble, but it will be something big. It will be a movement. It will be a mass, like Gandhi walk. Like,
yeah, we're not at this level of easy. I was told that there's quite a few.
obviously now we
Uh,
are, but one day we're going to be. If you're talking about a change, we have to be. I mean, obviously it takes time. It
they're
takes
gonna
time.
get reincarnated, those who are not ready, period. That's what I received. I was showing like this wheel of reincarnation. It's just a swirl of energy. That's what it is. And the souls who are not ready to accept and to be truthful to the nature of their own soul, who basically block their soul because they accept the programs of lying to others and serving themselves. That's it. Their soul is blocked, and they would be in a, they'll be used again because they can use them. That's the thing. You give them permission to use yourself, because by using these programs of lies and deception that belongs to matrix only, it doesn't belong to any biological soul. You tell them, yes, I like the rules of the matrix, I'm totally using them. It's kind of like you agree to cookies on the website and to all the terms and regulations,
So where your message you
they can use
receive,
them against you.
so you mentioned that you received this message that everything is going to be okay. So when is going to happen then? I mean, when these people they're going all
Uh,
together. I mean,
this year is like a crazy year until 2025, but then I see we're given like a space in between 25 and 27, and it's gonna be kind of like a spirit reconstruction, kind of like people are gonna be living in a space where they're not infected by negativity of others. And this way you can actually really carry out your mission without any obstructions. But then from 27 to 30, there's going to be another, it's still duality, okay? Period 27 to 30, where it's possible there's one time aliens show up. There's another timeline. If we don't fix it, everything here, there might be another war. So
mm-hmm.
that's somebody like Russia would attack Baltic countries, let's say. That's what I was showing. And I was showing also, if Ukraine, there's a timeline when Ukraine says, okay, white flag, like, Papa de Roma said, and then it'll be just another war in 2 years for Ukraine. They'll regroup, they'll build more anti-rocket systems, everything protection. They'll unite with all the dictators, and they'll go to a negative way. You know what I mean? For us at a soul level, it'll be like, okay, well, plan B, plan C goes in bad direction again. Well, we'll force it going into positive direction again. For us at the human level, it's like our lives are screwed up, right? It's like few more years of torture. So basically, but I believe everybody's gonna have now hard time because the old programs are saying, get rid of me, get rid of me, get rid of that, get rid of that. And if you're not doing, and At the same time, I'm giving advice, don't take action yourself because it'll be done for you, which is weird because I'm usually, before that, all my life I've been given the opposite advice. Take action, do it first yourself, and I've been doing it, okay? Actively. If I see a goal, I'm very active. I'm very progressive. I knock on every door and stuff. And it's not like I'm going to be just sitting and, waiting. No, I'm still going to be doing something, but not like progressively pushing the issues. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's me. I believe me, Fizia. I touched every being, which is me. It's me. It's my DNA. Because you know what? It flows through my finger and connects to me. That's how you like and everything. But this year is going to be final for a lot of stuff. But also, there's going to be a lot of protest and hybrid wars. So, because somebody in different countries are too comfortable sitting, that's what I was told. The people are sitting comfortably and think that all the other things that go around the world do not, as long as they don't pay attention or as long as they do not touch them, you know. But a lot of those people have an incarnation in parallel in those countries where they need to help those countries. So let's say you're like in Africa incarnated like a little boy right now, and you're some sort of volunteer who has an urge to bring like food to that little boy directly, like act on this urge because this way you cleanse your incarnations. That's, I mean, there's so much information, but I'm telling you, we kind of need to get through it.
Too. I already have my idea already what is around. I can feel it. I have a lot lucid dreams as well, a lot visions, and I can see that what is going on. We are like in a what can I say?
Like a tornado swirl type energy, right?
The people, when this tornado going is taking everybody, the people that believe in that tornado, the tornado takes with them. So I don't want to be in that tornado. I want to be free to speak, say what I think. I
feel free inside.
That one
it's
day,
a deep belief.
I believe definitely one day will be a different way to live. People, they reconnect with each other. They're going to remember who they are. They're going to be ecosystemic communities, no more these leaders. That's what I believe. I see this, and I something put all the dots together, And I mean, people, they started to reconnect with the animals, with the nature, and even to even change the food, because everything's toxic. Everything we eat, everything we listen in the TV, even the almost 80% of the music now is infected of these people that say a lot of bad words, a lot the monarch program, which is sexuality is disgusting. This is why the children are really aggressive. Message of gangs, message of rapes, message that you have to be a gangster, rich with drugs. So the music is our harmony. We are sound, we are vibration. And if you notice now, every singer, they're moving their fingers with this. They do this, they do that, all this symbology. And this is the giving a message to, yeah, we can go now. You can go now.
Yeah, it's very good to end with this because, it's important to tell people that, we are in the process. We're still in.
Okay.
Thank you, Ephesians.
Thank you. It was very good. Speak you soon. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.